Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's your man, KGN, KG Money. I'm back at it again. Hope y'all good. So, I want to continue today from a previous conversation that I talked about man, being a man, what is a man. And I mentioned the prerequisites for being a man. A man is a builder. A man is a provider. A man is a protector. A man is a leader. A man is a teacher. A man is God. A man keeps his words. Like Tony Montana said, my word is my balls. I don't break them for no one. So a man keeps his words. He stick to his word, because his word, it means something. He don't just be talking for nothing. When he says it, he means it. So that's a major attribute of a man. And since the beginning of time, a man has had to stand by his word. Because he's going to be tested for that word. He's going to be tested for that thing that he said. He's got to stand by it. He's got to die by it. So we don't just utter stuff. If you say you got to mean it. Remember, we made a differentiation between the alpha and the beta. Even though I don't subscribe to alpha and betas, but it's there, man, because we see it. Matter of fact, alphas, they don't really care about ruling the world or becoming president, or because they're alpha, they control their space. I'll give example. I mentioned Michael Jordan as an alpha. If you look at Michael Jordan, he's a billionaire. He's not trying to be, he was made the face of NBA because of how good he was, how dedicated he was. He was the best, the GOAT, the best to ever do it. But he never cared about politics. He was just concerned about his space. My space is good. I'm the king of my space. It's all good. The Sylvester Stallone character in Expendables, if you look at him as well, he has a space. And he's the king of that space. Ain't nobody coming to encroach on his space, because if you come and encroach on his space, it's a problem. He's gonna die by that. So that's an alpha. We don't really care about being kings or being presidents or being in a position, in a societal position. The betas, they are running shit. That's why they're giving power to women. So the alphas, man, they gotta do something. You gotta come and do something. Because your space is protected, but eventually, the way shit is going, you ain't gonna be able to avoid it. Your space is gonna be invaded upon, it's gonna be encroached on. Not that they are trying to fuck with you, but it's just the way things are going, it's inevitable. Look at it now, we got cancel culture. Even though most of the alphas, they don't really give a fuck about Instagram, they don't give a fuck about social media. But let's give an example. Because like I said, they control their space. They control the space. So they are concerned about their space and maintaining peace, maintaining order in their space. But if they don't do nothing, their space is gonna be invaded. It's gonna different intrusions is gonna come in their space. So the way the world is going now is like alpha man, they gotta do something. They gotta step into the social space, into the political space, and make moves. So let me give an example. Now we got the cancel culture, everything is getting canceled. Obviously, these are beta moves. Because it's freedom of speech. You can say whatever, you like. Though everything you say, there's a consequence. But it's freedom, but we got freedom of speech, man. You can talk your shit. Even me myself, sometimes I'm tempted to drop comments on some shit that I don't like. That I feel like, man, this is not good for public consumption. Why are you putting this shit out there? Well, I'm like, nah, man, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna comment under somebody's post, because it's their page, it's their shit. You know, the comment ain't gonna do nothing. So instead, I have my platform. And those that believe in what I'm talking about, they're gonna come to my spot, they're gonna rock with it, and we're gonna build. So an example, Andrew Tate. I think he's thinking how I'm thinking. Like, if the alpha males, if they don't do nothing, your space is gonna be intruded. Because the way the world is going, your space is gonna be invaded. It's becoming inevitable. So you guys to do something, man. And that's what he tried to do. He's trying to talk to young dudes, because young dudes, they respect money. We millennials, the generation after us, that's Generation Z. I don't know the code name for that generation. So his guy is money. He's like, okay, I don't like the way this shit is going. We got women out here feeling so empowered that they want to take the clothes off any chance they get. I don't know how taking your clothes off makes you feel empowered. Because back in the day, when I was growing up, in the 90s, early 2000s, the women that used to feel free about exposing their bodies were the hoes, the prostitutes. But it's understandable, because that's the business. That's their business. So that's the best marketing for them. If they don't do that, they ain't gonna make money, because if the next girl is doing it and you ain't doing it, she's gonna attract more customers. And that's more money. So that's them, they're trying to make a living. So I don't know, the girl next door now, she's trying to be that. I don't get it. And social media is like a boost for this. Look at the first lady of countries. You never seen their thighs before. You always covered up. Shouldn't that be the examples that ladies should follow? Because y'all listen to Michelle Obama. Y'all listen to Oprah. You ain't never seen Oprah's thighs before. You ain't never seen Michelle Obama's thighs before. For the most part, they cover shit up. Most of their skirts or their dresses, it goes below their knee. At least it's at the knee. Even Melania Trump, she had like a kind of past. But you know, she was able to marry somebody like Trump, who became the president. While she was the first lady, you ain't never seen her. She was always covered up. So girls now, they want to be like hoes. That's crazy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna reference that movie again, Scarface. If you remember Tony Montana, when they was at the restaurant, when he was passing, he was talking about, you need bad guys like me, so that you can look good, so that I'm gonna be the bad guy. I'm gonna do the dirty work. But we are the same. But those dudes, they're gonna be in the background. They're gonna have somebody like him. He's an alpha and he's right, but he's in a fucked up situation. He's trying to come up, so he had to do what he had to do. So that's the route that he took. And you saw his boss that he had to kill, the Michelle Pfeiffer's character's boyfriend, the drug dealer, and all the other dudes at the restaurant with the etiquette, trying to be classy and shit. Those are the dudes ruling the world. Those are the dudes that are supporting the women empowerment. Women empowerment is good, but what does women empowerment have to do with being naked? Have to do with women becoming masculine? What does it have to do with increased divorces? What does it have to do with single parent households, degenerate kids? Kids are acting up all over the place. Kids are shooting up the schools. Everything is fucked up on the TV, on the media, all the platforms. So the alpha males, they gotta do something. And that was what Andrew Tate was trying to do. And what happened? They had him blocked. They chopped his video up. They put up some matchups that doesn't even rhyme with what he was saying, that doesn't even rhyme with his mission. They plotted against him. Now he's blocked on all platforms. Alpha males, y'all gotta come up with your platform. You gotta get off all these public platforms because they have power. And alpha males, we don't like to be subjected to anybody's power. So we gotta get off this platform. We got to create ours. That's just it. They got Trump blocked. The president, they got him blocked. Minister Farrakhan. There's a strong figure in the black community. This is somebody who speaks the truth. He wants better for the world. He wants the world to be a better place. He puts in the work. He says it and he acts it. He don't just talk. He's put in the work. And he's been consistent over the years. But they had him blocked on all platforms just because the powers that be, they don't like they don't like his message. But Cardi B said she had a nigga drugged up and stole his money and everything is good. She's been praised. She was never canceled. Rose said, put Molly in that drink and she didn't even know it. He got canceled. He lost his Reebok deal. That's just how it is in this game, man. But the alphas, man, y'all gotta speak up. Act up as well. Not just speak up. We gotta do something. So we need the men, we need the real men, man. Don't be your space. Yeah, your space is good. Everything is good in your space. But now you gotta come out. Because look at the world, man. Look at what they did to Andrew Tate. He was trying to do something good. Because we want our kids, we want them to grow in a good environment, in a safe environment. We don't want our schools getting shot up. We don't want kidnappers. Now in Nigeria, man, you going out now, you scared. Because there's kidnappers everywhere. Everything is fucked up. Because we got beta males in power. They just worried about their pockets. They worried about themselves. They don't give a fuck about the general good. So we need change. And it starts with every single person. We're not looking up to them. We're not waiting for them to make the change. It starts with us. It starts with me. It starts with you. So what you trying to do? What are you trying to do to make that change that's required? You gotta do something, man. And for the ladies, man, y'all know we got those good ladies out there. Those ladies that believe in the gender roles. They are living by that. They don't just believe. They know the lady got his role, the man got his role, and they're playing their part. They're playing their role to the fullest. Y'all gotta come out and speak. You gotta speak up, because they say the empty barrels makes the loudest noise. Man, them hoes been winning, man. They've been winning like over a decade now. Like almost 2 decades now. They've been winning. But those ladies, because those ladies, they are there. They're hoes, they're loud, but they're the minority, but they just loud. So we see them everywhere. We see them everywhere. But ladies, man, y'all gotta speak up. Y'all gotta act up. You gotta come outside. Feminism don't help nobody. No matriarchy has ever survived the test of time. We don't even know no stories of matriarchies, man. So this is a world that men build. It's not perfect, but you know, y'all able to do what y'all doing because we built the world on our backs. Whatever y'all doing, whatever y'all fighting for, whatever women empowerment y'all fighting for, because you can only fight for that for women empowerment because you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you're gonna be worried. You're thinking about your next meal. You're thinking about survival. So you're not even worried about empowerment. Now you're trying to survive. But now you're comfortable. Why are you comfortable? Because you're comfortable off of men's back. Off of men's backs, off of the word that they built. So I think women are being ungrateful, man. Feminists, y'all are ungrateful. Because you can't do what men do. You can try, but you can't. Look at history, man. From Babylon to the Pharaohs, Alexander the Great, to Genghis Khan, to the Ottoman Empire, to the British Empire. Genghis Khan conquered like 3/4 of the world. They have all been patriarchies. There was no matriarch. We got Cleopatra. She was powerful, but there was still Pharaoh. You got Jezebel in the Bible. She was powerful, but she wasn't the king. Man is the rock. The woman, she's emotional. She's like the wave in the river, in the ocean. The wave crashes against the rock, but the rock stays solid. Crashes, flows back, crashes, but the rock is solid. So we are the rock. So even y'all are emotional, but y'all need us to keep y'all straight. Keeps the balance. We need y'all sometimes for the emotions. Because we are logical. Y'all bring the emotions. So there's a balance for the balance. So we need each other. We are better together than apart. Because if the man is good, the world is good. Because imagine, we built the world, but we built it so that women can be convenient, so that kids can be convenient. Even though we built the world, we are still the expendable ones. Because when it comes to war, what happens? We protect the women, we protect the kids. We die for our wives, for our sisters, for our mothers. We tell them, go to the back. We're going to take the bullet. We're going to take the pressure. So instead of appreciation, what do we get? We get rebellion. We get ungratefulness. So we are the expendable ones, despite the fact